Now, some simple credit monitoring is Credit Signal with Dun Bradstreet, of course. You have NAV, and that's going to be specifically with the business loan builder. I think it's like either 49 or 59 bucks. But the reason why you want to get that, you're going to get a twofer, meaning a 2-for-1. You're going to get it reporting across all the bureaus, right? And you're also going to get yourself, and when I say all bureaus, Dun Bradstreet, Equifax, Experian. So let me backtrack that, right? That's important for you to know. And you're also going to get the FICO SPSS score unlocked, so you can keep a track on that, especially as we start inching our way into more of SBA type of products. Tilful is cool. They have their own little score going on. Think of it kind of like the Vantage score for Credit Karma, but I throw them in there because I'm gonna give you guys that option as well that we're gonna use to build up some of our credit. But it's also a nice place for you to put some alerts on there. The more, yes, we want to have the source of where our reporting is coming from, but the more alerts that I can have on my credit to make sure that everything is matching across the board, the better it's going to be. So that way I know, okay, if Tilful gave me an alert that my, let's say, Experian score was pulled when I applied for, let's say, a business credit card, but let's say NAV gave me an alert that FICO SPSS pulled it, now I have a few different metrics that I can look at, a few data points, so that way I'm not sidetracked with anything. Because remember, you're not getting alerted the same way that you are when you apply for a Chase business credit card or Chase, let's say, Freedom card, and then you get that letter in the mail 7, 10, 15 days later, letting you know why you got denied. That's why I want you guys to set these things up in advance. So building scores and business profiles with the exact accounts. Rad, we haven't even gotten there yet, bro. But I need them to drop.
They're not even ready, bro. Guys, I hope you guys have your questions. This is an all-nighter, guys. All stuff, no fluff. Drop a 1. If you're ready, drop a 1. There we go. We got some 1s.
Right. You know what the thing is? You know what it is too, bro? It's like every corner we take, they're waiting for the pitch. And then when they realize that the pitch isn't coming, they're like,
there's
okay,
no pitch, yo.
They're like, what gives? There's no pitch. I've been on all these webinars. And at the end, hey, dude, no.
Yeah. In all seriousness, though, guys, like, we really wanted to bring this tonight with no pitch, right? And we really wanted to just add value. You've built our communities, and it's the people that make the communities. Obviously, we don't live our life around you, but we're really grateful for you. And everybody under the sound of my voice right now, like, we are very grateful for you. This call right here is literally how to build the framework, how to build the house, how to build the foundation. So that way your house can stand on the rock through one of our biggest economic disasters of all time. And it's going to get a lot worse. So guys, this is actually a bigger blessing to you because we're actually teaching you how to fish on this call so that next week you can throw your line in and just, catch freaking trout and tuna all day.
I love it. I love tuna. But anyways, where business credit cards report. Now, before I give the next slide, Rad, because usually when this happens, there is an explosion in the room. And by explosion, I mean, I had those cards and they've never reported there. I get it. I have some of these cards too, and they don't report there either. I'm just going off of the majority data points that I've been able to capture from the bankers that I've been able to speak to, from some of the clients that I've kind of been able to survey, from some of the forums that I've been in. So I'm giving you just raw data points of the majority, right? Sometimes the majority is not the end-all rule, but in this case, I'm going to sway toward the majority of where these cards are going to report based off of the surveys and the data that I've been able to capture. So with that said, here we go. Issuer, American Express, Small Business Financial Exchange is where they typically report. From there, it funnels over into Dun Bradstreet. Sometimes it indirectly reports over to Dun Bradstreet, but if you notice, I don't have Dun Bradstreet on here because remember what I said earlier on in the call. Dun Bradstreet is vendor accounts. These are financial accounts, which is why it's Experian, Equifax, Small Business Financial Exchange as a furnishing company, not as a bureau. Again, clear distinction there. Remember, they're a trade association. Bank of America, Small Business Financial Exchange, where the data furnishes, and then from there it flows. Capital One, Experian, and Capital One, Experian, Small Business Financial Exchange, Chase, across the board. And again, you guys open for discussion, by the way. Let me know in the chats if you have any. And by the way, these are business cards. These are for the business side. So if you guys have business credit cards already with any of these companies, let me know in the chats because we can continue to add to the survey, right? And continue to rack up some data points. Let me know, hey, well, I have a Capital One and it actually did report over to my Experian Business, not personal, over to my Experian Business I actually did see that report. Chase is going to be Experian, Equifax, Small Business Financial Exchange. Citi, Experian, Equifax, SBFE. Discover, it's Experian and Equifax. PNC, it is Experian and Small Business Financial Exchange. And then Wells Fargo, Experian and Small Business Financial Exchange. Remember, this is for the business side, not for the personal side. So as you're kind of running through these, but I wanted to take it one step further. Business credit cards that do not report to your personal credit. And then I also have some of them on there that do. Screenshot time. Check this out. So card issuer on the left reports all info to personal credit report. That's the first column. Reports only negative info to personal credit report. Middle column. Let me move my mouse. Reports activity to business credit bureaus. That's this column right here. Amex seems to be the more popular one. So reports all info to personal credit report. We know that that's not true. We know that they report typically once you've been late for 60 days. Some people say, hey, it's usually 120. They've been getting a lot more aggressive right around that 60-day mark. If you just haven't been paying your payments on time, that's when that PG starts to bite you in the butt, because now they report that late payment over to your personal, not just over to your business. Reports only negative info. Yes. So they only report negative information over to both sides, not just to your business. At that point, they report over to your both sides. Reports activity to the business credit bureaus. Yes. I want to talk about one, though, that a lot of us are familiar with, and that is with Barclays. Some of them with their Barclays card, right? Reports all info, both to personal and to business. Similar to Discover, it is going to be the same thing, right? Do they report only negative information? No. Discover, do they only report negative information? No, because remember, they report all information. This is why I'm breaking down some of the more popular choices that we have here. And then reports activity to business credit bureaus. Yes. So for the most part, everyone that I have on here is a yes. So again, I think that this is a good moment for you guys to kind of screenshot and see, okay, are they reporting all of my information? If it's a no, okay, good. I'm in the clear. That means it's only on my business side. If it's a yes, then take heed. That means they're reporting over to your personal side and over to the business side, which again, Capital One, a lot of us know, especially if you've been around some of our programs, we talk about them a lot, the Capital One Spark. They're reporting over to the personal, and they are reporting over to the business as well, which is why I usually say, even though it's an easy slam dunk for you to usually get approved for Capital One, I'd stay away from it, because it just defeats the purpose of you separating the personal from the business in terms of the utilization of how you can run it, right? So why and how would you self-report? And by self-report, I'm talking about remember what we mentioned earlier, the self-reporting of trade lines or trade references that maybe aren't being reported over on your business credit profiles. Because sometimes you'll make a payment, you'll make 2 payments, and you'll say, man, this sucks. Nothing's reporting. I followed everything to the Q or everything to the T. Nothing's reporting over on my side, right? Now, this is directly from Experian Business, where they have 500,000 suppliers extending credits, but only about 10,000 of them are actually reporting it. That's directly from Experian